Welcome back to Real 10. I'm Spawn.
I'm Avery.
I'm also Avery.
This is true.
I'm also out.
We're gonna fucking kill those people after this podcast.
No.
I'm also
Should I
Avery,
push it?
actually.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm also Avery. We're all Avery today.
This is the
Should I put
Avery's...
like a chair in
Welcome
front
back
of
to the Avery podcast. I'm Avery.
Oh.
The fuck, man?
I hate frat people, dude. Fucking frat... Welcome back to the Avery special episode. So this is the podcast where we reel each other into, our worlds of cinema. So Avery tries to reel us into her world, and the other Averys try to do the same. This week we're gonna be talking about The Thinning, the smash summer blockbuster in 2016? 2016, the YouTube Red original movie summer blockbuster starring Logan Paul, Leah Marie Johnson, who I want to say a lot about. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And what's
Paid List.
there we go.
Yeah.
And we're talking. What's the other movie? Misery.
Misery.
Rob Reiner. We love Rob Reiner and Stephen King. It's starring James Caan and
Kathy Bates.
Kathy
Who
Bates.
I
There
actually
we
knew
go.
who that was.
Really?
I've
Oh.
seen American Horror Story. I was
Okay.
like, oh shit, that's the girl.
Oh, let's just talk
Yeah.
about Misery.
Yeah,
Then.
let's just jump into
Well,
it.
weren't we going to anyways?
Well, just no dilly-dallying. Let's
Okay. Yeah, I saw Cassie.
Dilly dally for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
I saw Kathy Bates and I was like, oh shit.
Nice.
Okay.
That's all I
Nice.
have to
Did
say.
you? Okay, Avery.
Expectations. Let me.
Did you
withdraw.
know that anything about Misery? Because I feel like it's a
No.
really.
You told me it was a horror movie, so I wasn't
I feel like it's barely a
excited.
horror movie.
Yeah, it wasn't like I
Not
wasn't
really.
scared.
Yeah.
I think
But
the
I
book
went
is
in.
a horror book,
Yeah.
but
Okay, this is what I thought the movie was gonna be about. So I saw the poster. My expectations. I see a creepy cabin in the woods on the poster. A young group of young adults will go to a mini vacation out in the snowy mountains on a skiing trip or some shit. Then a crazy axe murder psychopath will break in and torture the people one by one, putting them through misery. And then
Okay.
there'll be a final girl, because girl power. And there's always a final girl.
so
So
true.
you thought that we would recommend you a movie like that?
that's really like
It's
yeah.
just- it's like Cabin in the Woods.
It's like Until Dawn or
Yeah.
It's
something.
like
Yeah.
Killer Winnie the Pooh.
Good film.
Oh yeah, you've seen that. I keep on forgetting you've seen
I
that.
have.
We'll talk about
Oh
that
my
one day
God.
on
But
the
no,
podcast.
Misery
So good.
is an adaptation of the Stephen King novel Misery.
Mm-hmm.
Have you read any
No,
Stephen
you
King?
think I read?
Are you familiar
Any
with Stephen
Stephen
King at
King?
all?
I
I'm sure
know
you
it.
are. Yeah.
Have you read it?
I haven't read.
I think you
any
know
of the
more Stephen
books.
King than you realize.
Shawshank
Yeah.
Redemption is Stephen King.
I haven't seen that.
But you're
The
familiar
Shining.
But like that's
I've
Yeah.
heard
yeah,
it.
The
Yeah.
Shining.
he has so many. There's
Carrie.
There's
I've,
two Stephen
yeah.
King movies playing like in
Pet
theaters
Cemetery.
now.
I've heard of it.
There's
I
like The
haven't
Long Walk, The
Mhm.
Running Man.
No.
It's okay.
That's messed
There's
up.
so
seen it. I
many.
watched.
The Life of
That's
Chuck.
really-
Also
Oh
Stephen King.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many Stephen
There's
King
a bunch.
adaptations.
He has way too many books.
He does.
And
He's a
he,
lot.
My grandmother, I mean, like, she just moved, so she doesn't have a room for it yet. But, like, she, in her old house, she had a huge, like, a room, and there's just these huge bookshelves on the wall. It's almost all Stephen King. She loves Stephen
Jesus.
King. She reads so much Stephen King. I think, like, she doesn't own every single Stephen King book, because there's a lot, but she probably owns, like, 75% of his books, maybe even more.
How many books does he have?
He has
a
like
lot.
17 trillion books.
17
it's either
trillion.
that
About
or like
that.
That's he just
2 billion.
Yeah.
spent his whole life just typing.
Like no, he
Yeah,
has.
he
I'm
does.
sure you know
A lot.
many. I'm looking at like a list of his novels,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you know many. Like Pet Cemetery, Doctor Sleep, Carrie,
Carrie, I know.
The Stand,
No.
Shawshank, The Green Mile.
No.
Oh my God, there's so many. Children of the Corn,
Pennywise.
Skeleton Crew,
Hiya, Georgie.
Billy Summers, Insomnia, the JFK one. There's many.
Insomnia.
There's
I've heard of that, I think. Or maybe just what?
Insomnia,
You
like
might
the
be thinking
Nolan?
of The Condition Insomnia.
Yeah.
Wait, is that
Yeah.
Nolan movie this Insomnia?
I don't
Or is
think
that like
so?
okay?
I don't think so.
I
Good
could be wrong.
check.
I have no idea. The Dead Zone, which is a Cronenberg
Right,
film.
yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I do.
Fucking Crash.
Stephen King also.
It's crazy. I can recognize. I know directors and what
That is
movies
crazy.
they've
so
directed
big.
now.
I'm so happy
Crash
for
and
you.
The Fly.
There's lore to this, but we're not talking about Stephen King. We could talk about that for hours.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about Misery. Okay, Avery, walk us through like the plot of Misery?
So there's this guy who's a writer, and he writes the novels called Misery. And one day he's driving back from some cabin, some lodge that he goes to write books.
Yes.
And there's a blizzard/snowstorm, and he fucking like crashes.
Why is this funny?
Because it was so extreme. Anyways, he crashes, and then
Okay.
there's
You really
there's Annie.
like watching people die in movies. You're just really
I'm
into
a
that.
sadist. It's fine though. So then Annie, who's his number one fan, has been like stalking him for like ever and knows everything about him, and then she saves him from the car crash and forces him to write the last book and tortures him and stuff like that. Keeps him locked
The last
at
book
his
of the
house.
Misery series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, because in the last book he actually wrote he killed off Misery, and she's very sad about that. So she's like, no, bring him back. I
And
want
he-
my Misery back.
And he's writing like a new unrelated to Misery book, which is untitled in the movie.
I feel like it's kind of funny how this movie feels like it's aged perfectly in the kind of
Yeah.
sense that like these kind of like what's the
Twitter.
like
Yeah, Annie would be on Stan Twitter.
She would.
if she
oh
was around today.
absolutely.
I love how
Dude.
all the reviews for this film are like.
She just needs to log on to AO3. Like
Yeah,
that's literally all she needs to do, and she's
exactly.
fine.
Exactly.
Like there is a whole world of fan fiction. I
Just
promise
get on
you.
Wattpad, you'll
But,
be
like,
fine.
Yeah.
Someone else can write
But,
the
like,
next Misery book.
These like there's what's the word I'm looking for? Relationships like between like
Like
a
parasocial.
yes,
Yeah.
parasocial, that's the word. Like these parasocial relationships, I feel like they've only gotten worse. Like as the
Yeah.
internet has like
Mhm.
expanded and like, social media becomes such a thing. So it's funny how like this is even more, prominent, I guess.
Yeah.
We have a prime
just like-
example sitting with us. Avery, do you want to talk about your
No,
hyperfixation?
we're not gonna talk about this.
Because I feel like something big
we're
has happened.
saving it for the thinning.
Okay.
I think it's more relevant now.
It's more relevant now. I think.
Jack Hughes and Tate McRae were spotted on a date, man.
Give the people some
Avery is a
context.
crazy stalker that wants to kidnap hockey player Jack Hughes
Who is
and
like
break his ankle so he can't escape her house.
pretty much, yeah. Avery loves Jack Hughes, and Avery is a big fan of Tate McRae.
And they're dating. She stole my man after she just 3 days ago released a song called Nobody's Girl, how she's nobody's girl, and then the next day she's seen on a date with fucking Jack Hughes, my future husband, and it's just it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Okay, so Avery and I actually have tickets to go see like Jack Hughes' team play. And the whole point of that,
Okay.
this is true. This is actually true. And
Yeah.
the whole
Next
like
week. Two weeks.
I don't know,
The
but
ninth,
the
December
whole
9th,
the
people.
whole bit was that we got tickets and now we're gonna kidnap Jack Hughes and take him hostage, kind of like a King of Comedy type of situation,
Right.
you know?
yeah.
And now he's not playing because he broke his wrist drinking. What did you say?
He was at a team dinner and he broke his a piece of glass got in his wrist from it was a freak accident, no one really knows.
He
But-
squeezed the glass so hard that it broke and shattered his.
I guess.
I don't know, man.
We'll
He-
still watch his brother though, he's still playing for them. And Curtis Lazar, who's my actual favorite actual player. Not just a thirst
Is
trap.
Jack Hughes not like a good player?
He's the best player, one of the best players in the league, but Curtis Lazar, I don't know if
The NHL?
NHL, yeah. Are you a Sens fan? Do you watch Sens?
I don't
Oh.
keep up with hockey.
I was
Do
a
you
Sens
know the
fan
rules?
Do
growing
you
up,
remember
yeah.
Curtis Lazar? He was big 10 years ago.
No,
What
that
hap-
might have been after
the-
my time watching
Oh.
hockey.
Don't say it like that.
Well,
You
I
would
mean,
have
I
been
stopped.
what,
I stopped watching
12,
hockey quite a
13?
while ago.
Oh. His whole thing, or why I really like him, is there was way back 10 years ago, the Sens they were playing this game, and like if they won, then they made it to the playoffs, but if they lost, then they didn't, and they won. And our goalie at the time, his nickname was the Hamburglar. So I don't know why.
Like from McDonald's?
Yes. And so when we won, they won. Everyone threw hamburgers on the ice, and then Curtis Lazar took one of the hamburgers and started eating it. And then 10-year-old Avery was like, "That's cool. He's cool. I'm gonna like he's
Okay.
my favorite player now."
Fascinating.
fair.
Wow.
I feel like there's something random. There's always something random of like how people pick their favorite like players. Yeah, like I don't follow too many sports, but one that I do is F1. And the only reason why my favorite driver, Oscar Piastri, is my favorite driver is because the first time my friend ever introduced me to F1 and was like, "Hey, we should stay up and like watch a race." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." We watched the race, and I only know like 3 of these people's names from what I've heard from them. And so I just point out one. I point out Oscar, and I'm like, "Oh, I think he's gonna win today." He hadn't won a single race yet. That was the first race that he won.
Whoa.
And so ever since, I'm like, "Yep, that's my
It's
guy."
like the Sam blessing. That was
Exactly,
big.
yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
don't watch hockey or F1, but
Well,
I
you
do.
will.
I will.
You
I
will
will.
in 2
I did
weeks.
watch football a lot, football a lot, and I was watching like some Premier League game for anyone who's into football at all. It was like a Liverpool versus I don't know Chelsea game or something, and there's a player called Mane. And I was watching him play, and I was like, "Yo, Mane's sick. He's gonna score." And he did score in that game. He scored twice, and I supported Mane. And then he left. He went to fucking Saudi Arabia for money. But that's that.
Damn.
Alex, do you have a sports hyperfixation?
Not now, but I used to watch hockey a lot. I liked Alfredson. He was my guy. He was like the.
He's the
he
coach
was
now for the Suns.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, he
Okay.
came back.
Yeah, he was the captain like back when I was watching, so I liked him.
Cool.
You know,
Yeah.
that's I'm gonna have to get back into hockey now.
Yay!
That's cool.
Wait, Avery,
Yeah.
you also watch basketball. Who's your favorite basketball player and team?
Currently in the league.
Hmm.
Oh my God, the Raptors! I saw my first Raptors game in person like a week ago.
Nice.
Favorite player currently in the league? I'll say Curry. That's such a basic answer, though.
Tim Curry?
It used to be, yeah, Tim Curry, Steph Curry. It used to be Derrick Rose or Kobe.
I like the
RIP
tall
to the
guy
legend.
with long hands.
Who that could be anyone.
Yeah.
Or I'll say
Okay.
RJ Barrett, Toronto.
Hmm.
Taco. He's like 7 feet tall. His name's Taco.
Interesting. Okay, Misery.
Yeah, Misery.
So Sam and I watched this at the Bytown recently. Really fun time. Cool movie. Avery watched this last night, I guess. And Alex,
Yeah.
when did you watch this movie?
I read the book in like grade 6 or 7, so I saw it for the first time around then, and then I've seen it quite a few times since then.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was reading the book before watching the movie too, and we can talk about that a little bit. But what did you think, Avery?
I liked it. It was a perfectly
good.
fine movie.
I
was
figured
expecting
you'd at least kind of like it.
not.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of went in. Well, I don't want to say I went in expecting to not like it, but
You say
'Cause-
that every time.
I don't. I try to go in with an open mind.
You say that, but then you say, "Oh, I'm not gonna like this."
Well, I set low expectations and then I'm like happily. Anyways, I liked it. I think the sheriff deserved better. He was my favorite character.
I love.
That's
Oh, I
true.
love the
Yeah,
sheriff
I
in
love
this movie.
the-
Richard Farnsworth. I love that guy
Yeah.
so much.
He's
Yeah.
the lead in a David Lynch movie.
He is the
That's
lead
great
in the
story.
David
I
Lynch
don't like
movie.
him anymore.
You might actually. I haven't seen The Straight Story.
You
but
haven't seen this?
I actually haven't seen The Straight Story.
Oh,
That's
no.
the only Lynch film I
Alex
haven't
is.
seen.
Oh no. Alex is betrayed.
Like,
I could've
you're
sworn we talked about that before.
feeling.
Probably.
That feeling of betrayal you feel right now. That's how I feel towards Dave McGrath.
Okay, well,
Hold on to that.
that.
I think
That I've seen a bit of it. I haven't seen the full thing. That's the only Lynch film I
That's
haven't seen.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
How many Lynch films are there?
Like 10.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Plus a TV show.
But I from what I've heard, I haven't finished the whole thing. But The Straight Story is like a fairly normal movie. It's like a
It
Disney
is.
movie, in fact.
Yeah. It's just a straight story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called The Straight Story because I believe the family's name is Straight.
it's
Cool.
fucked up.
That's
Why not the gay story?
so true.
That's Mulholland
Fuck
Drive.
David
That's the
Lynch.
gay
Fuck
story.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
that we're talking about anything other than the movie.
No, I
don't
don't know.
have
I
much
don't know,
to say
I don't know
about
why
this
we're
movie.
dodging the movie. Let's talk about the movie. Let's talk
Yeah.
about Kathy Bates and James Caan.
You recognized him, right?
Did I?
He was
I
in
don't
The
You
think
Godfather.
should have.
The Godfather? Oh.
He plays Sonny.
One of the 5,000 characters.
Sonny.
He's Sonny in the first movie.
Okay.
He's Michael's
Let
brother
me-
that gets
He's
shot.
Michael's
Yeah.
brother. He beats up like the guy. With the scene you liked where he's beating the guy up like next to the trash can.
Oh,
He's that
yeah.
guy.
Cool.
And then
Yeah.
he goes to like the toll booth or whatever, and the guys come out and shoot him.
He's an elf?
Yeah, he's the dad in Elf. I mentioned that during the Godfather episode.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay. He's in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
I guess he is.
He is, yeah. He isn't.
Then
I know
think
he's
he
in-
plays, he's the dad in that too.
Strange- Hmm.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
then
James
I've
Gunn has
seen
had a really
James
strange
Gunn.
career.
Yeah,
because
that's what
this
I was
is,
gonna
like,
say.
I don't think I know anything.
He was in a
else.
Michael Mann film, but then he was in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And
Just seeing it
He's
go
a
from
well-rounded...
The Godfather,
he's
the Godfather Part 2, and then Elf.
yeah,
And then Misery, and then Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
But
He's
no.
a well-rounded
yeah,
guy.
we love
He
James
is,
Gunn.
yeah.
R.I.P. We love this man. He was great in Thief. He's great in Godfather. Both of them. I'm saying both of them. Even in the second one, like the 2 minutes he has on screen, he's great.
Right.
And he's amazing in this movie. He plays
He is,
Paul
yeah.
Sheldon, which is the name of the novelist.
Mm-hmm.
Who's totally not Stephen King.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Definitely not.
But no, I'm sure he's had
Yeah.
crazy fans. Like he's
I
had,
mean,
Probably.
he's
Yeah.
had such a long
absolutely.
career. He's probably seen.
And
them all.
like, it's also kind of like really like real in a way. Like it seems so, because it's so exaggerated, and because like, you know, you would think like that's crazy, someone actually like, you know, stalking this guy, and then once he gets in a car crash, like basically taking him, like, you know,
Mhm.
and trapping him in her house because like he kind of needs her help. You know, that's like so crazy and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's I feel like with art, it's so easy to place yourself within the art, and you can have such a deep connection to something. And then when like an author say changes something up or makes a decision that you're like, whoa, no, I don't like that.
I want
It
to kill
feels
this
like
guy.
an insult to yourself. I'm not saying that I would do this.
I
of
feel like
course.
Sam is
but
coming out as Annie Wilkes right now. I
No.
feel like that's
Yeah.
what's happening.
I'm not
But like
saying
we
that.
all
but,
have
like,
a little bit of Annie Wilkes within us.
exactly.
I
like,
don't
I-
know.
No, like I
Avery
not-
definitely does.
Avery does.
so-
Avery.
She so does.
That was... Yeah.
No,
Whatever.
but like there is something like to it. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
of course I'm not saying that like, you know, people should go to this extent, and I don't think you should ever be
You're
mad
not
at
justifying it.
or like force someone to change their story.
Right. Okay. So the
because of that.
problem is that Paul doesn't do like something that's wrong. It's Annie's mad because he just killed her favorite
Yeah.
character. Right. That's not a just.
And she's like crazy even before that happens too. Like
I
she's
mean, yeah,
mad
right.
that like she reads his like other like the novel he wrote that has nothing to do with Misery, and she's mad that like they're swearing in it.
Well, not even
Yeah.
that. She kills kids as a nurse.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
well,
like that's
that's like way before
after
the
events
that.
of the movie.
I thought
Okay.
even that was after she's like pissed off.
Yeah, but it
Isn't it?
was revealed that it happened
Right.
like before the events of the
Mhm.
movie.
Yeah, you're like there's too much like cursing in this book and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But even from Paul's point of view, like he knew that there was something wrong, like even before she read the Misery
The
book.
problem
Yeah.
with this whole situation is that it's not reasonable to say like, "Hey, you killed my favorite character. I don't like it. You need
Yeah.
to rewrite this entire story." Right? That's not like that's not a justified thing, you know? Like you can't torture someone because you don't like the decision they made.
No.
It's so brave that you said that.
no, because the decision that Paul makes isn't something that's like, how do I say this? Something that doesn't make sense within the story, right? Like it's the natural progression of the story for Misery to die. At least that's what implied. That's what's implied. Like we don't read the Misery books, but that's what's implied, and so it makes sense for her to be killed. Is what Paul is saying. I know he was sick of the book. I know he didn't want to continue writing.
I think especially in the book Misery, that's very clear, is that he's just done with it, and he killed her off specifically to like move on with it.
Yeah, he says that in like the first scene or two, right?
Yeah.
Where
I
he's
know, but
talking
I feel
to
like
his-
Annie makes a big deal about how. I mean, this is a big scene in the movie too, where she says that the book needs to be fair. You can't like just pull shit out of your ass and put it in the book, you know, like bring characters back to life for no reason. And so, following that train of thought, I assume that Misery must have had like a reasonable reason to be killed. Otherwise, she would tell Paul like, "Hey,
Sure.
it sucks that she died for no reason."
Because
That
she
doesn't make
died
any
in
sense.
childbirth, I think, is what
Yeah,
actually
and that
happened.
makes sense,
Yeah.
right? So her madness is not reasonable. It's like
Yeah.
unjustifiable. If Paul did pull something out of his ass to kill Misery, like she dropped dead for no reason, then fine, fair enough. I can
Yeah.
torture the guy, that's fine. But
Yeah,
in this
no.
case-
Like I
see
mean
your
I
point.
feel like
Yeah.
even in like of course, yeah, like this is rather than her being like, oh, this doesn't make sense. It's just kind of her own opinion of like, oh, I really like this character and you killed it off. I'm gonna fucking torture you now. But like, it's almost like when people associate themselves with a character and then when they hear people hating on that character, they take it as an insult because they relate so much. So they're like, oh, if you hate that character, you hate me. Right. That type of thing where people have this like such close connection to like
that's not normal. Right?
No, it's not. I'm just saying that it's.
But there's a realness to that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, like, the fact that Misery dies and it's like someone she knew was killed.
Exactly.
Sure.
Like, it's like, I'm not saying that this is a good thing or healthy, but it's like, I feel like as much as it's very exaggerated to like the highest extent in this film, I feel like there is some sort of like real world, I mean, of course, but like, you know, something that's still present today.
A good example of this would be A Song of Ice and Fire or Game of Thrones. You know, they completely fucked the show's ending, right? And there were what?
I don't hate the last season, but that's not the popular opinion.
Well, it's bad, right?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Or we can just say anytime a favorite character got killed off.
The problem with the last season isn't that, oh, it's bad TV or it's like a subjective opinion. The decisions they make for the characters don't make any sense. Now, the problem with The Song of Ice and Fire is that the last book, or well, the second last book doesn't exist yet because George R. Martin hasn't written the last book yet. It's been like 20 years in the making and he still hasn't released it. And so they just wrote the show. They just made the show and fans hated it so much they like rewrote the entire script for the last season. All of that, like kind of like this Annie Wilkes type of, you know, mentality. But in this case it's justified because the decisions behind the characters' fates don't make any sense. You know, they're killing people left and right, and it's completely unreasonable. There's no natural progression to it. So it's just like, in that case, I understand why somebody would lose their minds and, you know, kidnap.
And a lot of people did get like really extreme about that and like sending death threats and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, no, I don't think you should go that far. I think that's kind of fucked up. But I get, I get
is that there are people like, whether you think the decisions they made in the show were good or not, or whether you hate it for like valid reasons versus like invalid reasons, like people mad about like, oh, this has gone woke and they added too many women and black people. And I think Misery is like the extreme of that, of the people who take like a decision made in a piece of media they don't like and take it to just the absolute extreme of like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
You know?
The point is that Annie is kind of out of her mind. But it's not just because of Misery. They reveal in the movie that she was a nurse in her past life. And she killed like 10 babies or something like that. I don't know what happened there.
She's got a weird hobby.
Really
each their own.
Hobby, yeah. You know, okay, I asked Sam this recently. I want to ask Avery what you think.
Oh no.
Okay, and Alex, I want to get your take on this too. But when I read,
I'm also here.
No. I'll tell you. I'm asking Avery this because she hasn't read the book.
Right.
In the book, I feel like there is this level of where like Paul is like confused as to, is Annie faking it? Like, is she actually sloppy enough to make these stupid mistakes? Or is she like a mastermind, you know, who's like plotting these traps for me to fall into, and then she can torture me? She's looking for reasons to torture me. Paul has that battle, like, conflict within himself.
Yeah.
And so, Avery, I want to ask you, when you see, like, Annie Wilkes in this movie, Kathy Bates, her performance, did you get that idea that, oh, she might be doing this intentionally? Like, she might actually be really smart to do this? Or did you just think she was, like, insane the whole time and just, like, really sloppy with the way she does
I thought
things?
she was just insane the whole time.
Okay.
Like, that's my take, because, like, I mean, the first thing she does is, like, drop the bobby pin or whatnot. Like, that happens frequently.
Right, so did you think that that was, like, intentional? Because in the book, like, when something like that happens, there is a conflict that Paul has where he's like, I wonder if that was intentional, if she's, like, setting a trap for me.
No, because the thing is, he then asks her to go leave and get paper, which she already bought the paper. Like, it wasn't like she intentionally bought the bad paper, right? He, like, was like, oh, it's smudgy, and then he goes to leave, or she goes to leave, and then he, like, escapes and sees whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I just thought it was her just being crazy. That's my
fair. Alex, would
thing.
I can't remember if this is in the movie or not, but definitely in the book, there's a whole thing where she has like a tripwire that he accidentally triggers, and then that's how she knows that he left the room.
That's not in the movie.
Right. So she has the expectation that he will try to leave and like is trying to see if he's doing it. So maybe like she is like leaving traps like the pen to see if he's willing to kind of push it and try to leave and then punish him for it. They're kind of testing each other, like even in the movie, and I find that interesting. And especially how like Paul kind of like buys into it a little bit. Like towards the end, especially, like he was so against writing this book, and by the end, he's like, you know what? It's a pretty good book. I might publish this. You know?
Yeah. No, he is.
Like he gets there's almost some like something productive he gets out of that experience, and it's such a weird kind of like parasocial way where it's like it's almost like the push he needed to like do justice for this series, in a really twisted way.
It's really interesting. I mean, I feel like we can get into this, and this is like the basic theme of the film. What do you guys think of like the whole, artists being confined to a single thing, like making a particular like series or type of book, type of movie, type of genre in music maybe for the rest of their careers, because that's like the expectation they have. What do you guys make of that?
I think the idea in the movie is that like he doesn't want to be stuck doing that, but it's almost like there's something that draws him to doing it. And it's like a weird, like his relationship with his fans and like the expectations they have towards him. There's something about it where like he tries to move away, but something will always draw him back towards it. And it's almost like a Stockholm syndrome type thing where like there's something that's keeping him there. And the idea of it being like a crazy stalker that's doing all this stuff is kind of like metaphorically to show that like it is fucked up, that kind of insistent need to be loyal to the fans and stick with this thing that you're doing.
Yeah, maybe it stems from like, I don't know, like validation or like, staying kind of in your comfort zone, or like, people love this thing. I'm just going to keep doing it because they love me so much.
And being trapped within it and feeling like you're forced to by the fans.
Yeah. And I feel like it's especially like when I think of like authors in real life that I feel kind of are stuck in that loop of just writing the same thing over and over again. It feels like it's a lot of series where it's like, it almost feels like a curse at this point where for like an author to become big, they almost always become big on one book. One book goes crazy, right? And then if that turns into a series, then they're starting that loop. And then even when that series ends, people are going to be expecting the same thing.
They want more. They want like a prequel.
Exactly.
Or something like that.
And so then when they finally like step out and do something different, then people are like, whoa, wait, this is strange. We're not used to this at all. Whereas like I feel like maybe people who do just like one-off books that are just, standalones and then move on from one thing to another, I guess people are more willing to follow. But even then, it's like, I mean, it's the same thing with any artist. Like you're bound to be kind of like, there's going to be one thing that really blows you up, and it's difficult for you to be known by anything else until the next big thing blows up, and then you're only known for that,
Yeah, it's a weird
unless
cycle.
You're like a huge name. Like
But even to become a huge name, you kind of have to go through those steps.
Exactly.
You kind of at some point have to go against the grain. Kind of like how Bob Dylan did at the Newport Folk Festival in 1965. This is true. When he transitioned from folk music to electric music and went all rock and roll, Dylan went electric. This is what he did, kind of broke the mold broke out of folk music, and now he's in electric rock music now. And people hated him. They booed him for like 2 years straight, but, they warmed up to him at some point.
Yeah, or Glaive.
No,
Glaive. Glaive, hyperpop mastermind, and then he released 2 albums that were all like sad boy music, and everyone hated on him for it.
Was it like an acoustic guitar sad boy music?
No, it was like degenerate sad boy music.
Okay.
And then this year he released another hyperpop album, and suddenly everyone loves him again. Love you, Glaive, you're great.
But no, that is interesting.
I do think it is important for artists to to not stay in one bubble, because you do grow up and you do change as a person. Thus, your like art, quote unquote, changes as you grow up. And like you'll always like you can always go back to the things that made them whatever that you like, which is why I think people shouldn't. In my opinion, I don't think people should freak out that much when like artists change, because people change.
Yeah.
And it's not like that stuff's gone forever.
Of course not.
Which is why I think this is like the bad ending in the film, where he does end up going back to it and just
like
is
he
stuck
succumbs,
there.
Yeah.
No, doesn't he burn the misery book and then writes a new one? Or writes a book on the, experience
No,
he had with
he burnt,
Annie?
just a stack of blank pages, and then he kept the actual book.
He did?
Yeah.
Is that in the movie?
He did?
I'm pretty sure it's in the movie.
Is it?
It's definitely in the book.
I know it's in
Sure?
the book, but
I'm pretty sure it's in the movie.
I thought he burned the book that he
feel
wrote.
like in the movie.
And then he,
I think he burned a stack of blank pages. 'Cause
Really?
At the end, when they're at the dinner, she's congratulating him on the new Misery book.
Okay,
Is it a misery?
I'm pretty sure.
I think it's a
No,
no.
I
Because
thought it was just another a one-off book.
No,
and he
because
wrote
the one-off
about...
book that he wrote, she burns in front of him. She makes him burn
Yes,
it.
that
Yeah.
one. I thought I misinterpreted the entire ending then. I
Because
thought he
she,
burned...
no, you're right. She congratulates him on the misery book, and she's like, "Oh, you should write a book about that whole thing that happened to you with Annie Wilkes." And he's like, "Oh yeah, maybe." And then Annie Wilkes comes up to him at the end, he hallucinates her.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
I thought he burned the book he wrote and then wrote some one-off, and that's what she was congratulating. All right, well then I fucking can't watch movies.
No, I didn't remember that
The
either.
Godfather was complicated.
No, I didn't remember that
movie.
either. So that's
But yeah.
Huh.
Wikipedia is not clear on this.
Anyway.
No one knows. It's
no,
ambiguous
Wikipedia,
ending.
the most
I mean, we
reliable
could also probably
source.
search up misery ending scene.
Yeah, regardless. Yeah. One of our things is right.
Okay,
I'm
not to
probably
be
wrong.
that person,
What's
and I
up?
never do this, but I think I preferred the book to this movie.
I think most people
actually.
prefer books over the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
because,
that's the
because I
general
mean
trend.
that's because I feel like the book is so much more detailed, half the time and all of that stuff. One big detail in the book that I really love that's not in this movie. In the book he writes, his one-off book that he's writing in the start is called Fast Cars. And it's about I don't know, gangsters in New York or something like that, and they're pickpocketing and they're lock picking and stuff like that. And so in the book, before anything even happens, he talks about how, I was researching on, lock pickers and thieves and stuff like that and how they rob cars and stuff. And so at the point in the movie and the book where, he has to, do the lock pick on the door, in the book it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he was studying lock picking and so he knows how to lock pick. In the movie it kind of just happens, which is fine. It's not a huge deal. But in the book there is that nuance to it. There is that context to it, which makes it so much better. It's wow, what a payoff, I read 5 pages of you describing this random book for no reason, and now it pays off. It's great.
Yeah. I do love how he was in that scene where he undoes it. He's like, it worked. All right, let's go. I liked that.
So I did look it up. Apparently in the film he does actually burn the misery book.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I know the movie.
Okay.
Fuck off.
He doesn't do that in the book, does he?
In the book he publishes it.
Damn.
Ha! I can watch movies.
I haven't seen the movie in so long.
Go. Oh, now the excuses come
the
up.
reason why I looked it up in the first place was because I thought you could be right. If I was no, there's no way she's right, I wouldn't even look it up. I would just say
Avery
fuck you, you're
right
wrong.
about something? Whoa. Anyways, yeah, that's cool.
In the book, he was able to publish the book in which Misery dies. It ends up being a global phenomenon and a bestseller. Of course, in the film, Paul really has lost his manuscript to the flame. He can't publish it at all, and instead publishes a book that helps him deal with a traumatic memory of his captivity.
Interesting. I
The two
completely
endings.
memory hold that. I
Well,
like the book ending more.
I like the book ending so much more.
I think it's more interesting that
Yeah.
he succumbs to it and publishes the book and it becomes a huge hit.
Yeah.
I think there's more commentary in there.
There is.
There is. And also, the book is 10 times more violent than the movie.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
really violent.
One of my favorite things about the book is that there's certain sections where you see the thing that he's writing, where for multiple pages you're just reading the misery
Exactly.
book.
Yeah.
And I love that she says this in the movie that the N key on the typewriter is broken, and so when you're reading it, the N is written by hand.
Yeah.
And then
That's
throughout the book,
cool.
more letters break, and then more of them start being filled in by
It's
hand.
so good.
That's so cool.
I love that. That's so fun.
Such a great addition. Yeah. It's a great book.
It is a really good. It's my favorite Stephen King book, I think.
I also feel there's something about books about people writing books. There's something that it toys with the medium itself,
Yeah, it
where suddenly you're reading the book, right? You
Exactly.
can't, there's no way to translate that to film. And I feel like that's something that, like, you know.
And that is the problem with the film, is that there's so many things that the film just can't do.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like impossible to put that in the film. Yeah.
So much of the book is also just his inner monologue, and like you can't get that in the film.
The book opens with like these dreams he's having of like these waves in the beach, and there's like these 2 sand dunes in front of him or something like that. It's representing his knees, which is such an interesting parallel, I think, and you just can't do that in the movie, which sucks because in the book it adds so much. His whole inner monologue is so good. It's great.
Yeah. And I feel like, because of course I love books, and there are a lot of like book to film adaptations where I definitely like feel like the book was better, but it's so like there's so many amazing films that were based on books, and I mean, of course I haven't, for a lot of those movies I haven't like read the books. But I feel like if you read the book before you watch the film, I feel like there's more chance that you won't like the film as much. Because, I mean, there's always something about, like, the original medium, too. It's like it was meant to be a book, now it's turned into a film.
Yeah, I mean, you do lose something, and you gain a few things, but...
It depends on the book.
It does.
Like, even within Stephen King's books, like, Shawshank really lends itself to a movie. And I've read the novella, and it's great in its own way, but the movie adds so much to it.
Yeah.
And, like... there isn't really anything in the book that the movie loses necessarily. Like, it still keeps some of the narration and all that stuff. Yeah. And there's so many more that I think do work as adaptations.
Can I ask something? Because both of you have seen, Sam and Alex have seen Shawshank Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The book is called Rita Hayworth and The Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
What does that have to do?
Because Rita Hayworth is the actress that's on the poster that he puts over the hole that he's like using to dig out.
Oh, so the book is called that? Like that's wow. Okay.
It's part of a book called Different Seasons. So it's 4 novellas.
Oh, is it not like a
no? It's a novella. So it's like 100 pages.
Oh.
And it's Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption is the first one. Then Apt Pupil, which was a movie with Ian McKellen, where he plays like a Nazi that's living next door to this kid, and the kid finds out, and he's like blackmailing him to like tell him stories about like his time as a Nazi, and he becomes kind of radicalized through that. It's a really interesting story. The movie isn't very good. Then there was The Body, which became Stand By Me.
Wow.
And then The Breathing Method, which I don't think anyone made. Right, yeah, he also did Stand By Me.
One thing, this is very like off, but one adaptation that I think of like that plays with the medium itself. I mean, of course, there's stuff like music as well. That's a huge thing too that you wouldn't have in a book.
Yeah, exactly.
But like in the second Hunger Games film, Catching Fire.
Yes, I did talk
Avery's
about.
back.
He's back in the conversation.
It's funny because before this, I was suggesting that we should watch the Hunger Games.
We should, people.
But
when is the new one out?
This is not
a year.
Like a year from
year
now,
and 3 days.
Yeah.
We'll watch that one.
I'm not going to spoil anything.
It's the only movie that I watched next year. Go ahead,
I know that I'm not going to spoil it because I know.
Yeah.
Alex, have you seen?
I have not seen any of them.
Okay,
it's so messed up.
No.
So.
My teacher in grade 8 bought me the Hunger Games for like Secret Santa.
The movie?
Yeah, the book.
Oh.
I got the book too.
I'm reading the book currently.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you still on the first one?
I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you.
I'm reading a book, guys. This is a big deal.
Do you
I'm
like
on
the
first
book
one.
better than the movie so far?
I'm not done the book yet.
Oh, okay.
That's why he said far.
I like them.
So far, no.
I like the books more than the movie, but I also still love the movie.
Did you read the books first?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. I feel like it's what you engage with first.
It honestly probably is.
Yeah.
Like because that's what you base it on.
Yeah.
Even if something was written first and you like read it after you watch it, you're still probably going to see it from the film. But anyways, the thing I was going to say, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but in the second film, when someone is going up into like the Hunger Games, and the whole thing about like the whole thing about the second film too is like half of the film isn't even in the games itself. Like it's 2 hours long. The first hour isn't even in the games, which is like you'd expect it to be. But it's this big moment where there's
sucks. It's called the Hunger Games. There's no games already.
It's like in the new Mortal Kombat. They don't even do Mortal Kombat. They just talk about it.
The second movie, in my opinion, is the best.
He does kung fu in the Karate Kid.
There's
don't talk about the Karate Kid. Those movies are good. Why do you hate everything
the first
I like?
One's great. I love the first Karate Kid. It's so good. I don't like the.
Hold on, Sam, continue.
No, it's okay. When someone's going up in like an elevator from underground into the games, there's an aspect ratio change.
Yes.
Where it opens up. And like so you spend literally half of the film in a certain aspect ratio and then
It's like mommy.
Yes, it is like mommy. It is like mommy.
Hunger Games is just like mommy.
We were talking about aspect ratio changes last night for some reason, and she said the exact same
thing.
She's like, "That's
I
like
love
mommy."
Anyways, like it's like that's like that's a very small. That's a very small, like choice. But that's something that you can't do in a book.
Exactly, and it adds a lot.
It adds to that scene. Like something has changed, and. Yeah.
Shit's about to get real.
It is about to get real. This is true. Anyways, yeah.
God, love the Hunger Games.
Alex, have you read the Dune book?
No. I tried reading it a long time ago. Like, I rented it from, like, my public school library, and I got, like, 20 pages in, and I was like, I have no clue what's happening.
I feel like you have to stick with it, right? Isn't that the
I mean, I was, like, 12.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Has anyone read Call Me by Your Name? Psycho.
Is it a video?
Right. See, the problem, I haven't read the Call Me by Your Name books, but the problem with the book is they don't have Sufjan Stevens songs in the book.
Exactly. That adds so much to the
Just
movie.
have him playing in the background.
No, I want them written down in the book. I want the lyrics of the songs to be in the book, otherwise it doesn't work. But no, anyway, anything else we want to say about Misery, Stephen King book adaptations? Do you want to talk about Divergent for a bit?
Divergent?
Yeah. Or like Insurgent, or like...
What?
Why?
Why?
Because they're book adaptations.
Okay. Anyways, I think...
Alright.
What did you think of the hobbling scene?
The hobbling scene?
When she hobbles him.
Oh, like breaks his
ankles.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, this is called hobbling. That's what they did to, like, coal miners at Dredger Scheme or something.
I don't know. I was like, ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Did this movie, like, make you tense at any point?
Yeah, like, was that, like, gross to you? Did you have to look away?
I mean, it was gross when the foot bent that
Okay.
way. I was like,
It
oh,
happens so
okay.
fast, like, you don't have time to, like, look
Yeah,
away.
I was just like, but
It
I
forces
didn't
you to
feel
see
like
it.
on edge or anything throughout the movie.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I didn't
okay,
feel on
this
edge
is
because
crazy.
I've read the book. So I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
yeah,
fair.
this is... How about you, Sam? Did you?
The only moment that I was like, ugh, was that when the...
Yeah.
When his foot,
I
like,
watched
turned.
this with Sam. Sam was laughing a lot more.
I literally wasn't.
She
I
was
literally
so much
wasn't.
more.
He's
I'm
making
not the only
this up.
sadist here.
Every 5 seconds, he was like, us?
It was a joke, but he's not actually
Us?
laughing. Because, it is really funny. And I feel like the book is not funny at all. It's really fucked up in the book. But, Stephen King's writing is the reason why, like, his prose is really...
It is genuinely funny. Like, Kathy Bates' performance
Kathy
is
Bates
so
is
good. She won an
amazing.
Oscar for this.
She did?
She did?
Honestly,
It was
absolutely
the only
deserved.
nomination for the movie, and she won.
Absolutely
That's
deserved.
Good for her.
What
Pop
year
off,
was this
girl
movie?
queen.
1990.
Wow.
Yeah, that's absolutely...
The same year as the last movie we talked about on the last episode, Godfather Part 3.
Wow!
Crazy.
And Goodfellas.
And Goodfellas. Yeah.
And It.
The miniseries, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What a year at the movies.
What a year.
Miller's Crossing, Total Recall,
Dreams.
Wild at Heart,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Home Alone.
Cool. Final ratings, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, final ratings.
Yeah.
Gremlins 2.
Okay.
I've seen that
Batch.
movie.
Really?
I've seen the Gremlins movies.
Really?
Hell yeah, I love the Gremlins
Okay.
movie.
They're funny.
What is... Okay, fine.
They're making Gremlins 3.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Fascinating. Oh, The Exorcist 3. You like that movie?
I love Exorcist 3. It's better than Exorcist 1. That's my hot take.
Okay, final ratings.
can't
Let's
comment.
go, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Avery, what's your
I
rating?
gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
That's pretty
I
good.
really
Wow.
good.
Okay. I enjoyed it. I would watch it again. It wasn't like a horror thing for me, so I wasn't
Nice.
scared or anything.
You really liked it.
You liked it because it's
I
the
liked
first movie
it.
under 2 hours we made you watch
That's
in
true.
a long time.
It was like, it was a perfect length of movie.
It wasn't
too
3.5
long.
hours.
I will
I will say I was locked in for like
That's good.
a good portion of it.
Yeah, I will say after like the
that my
Godfather
internet.
trilogy, we do need like shorter movies.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not like I said that every fucking time we talked about The Godfather.
Well, here we go. We gave you a short.
Yeah,
movie.
and I gave you guys a really short
because
movie.
I felt that runtime for the third movie. That was bad.
Yeah, that was really bad.
I felt that. That was...
I don't understand. The second one is an hour
but
longer.
It's also one of the best films ever made, so it
Oh,
kind of
God.
flies by.
Alex.
I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Oh.
Yeah. Even though I like the book a lot more, and maybe like my rating's a bit generous just because I love the story of Misery and I love the book, but I think it's one of my favorite Stephen King movies, and I was like a huge Stephen King fan growing up, so I have like nostalgia for it.
Okay. Nice.
Nice. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It was really nice watching it, especially because that night we kind of just went on a whim, and
it was like a random thing.
Yeah, but it was very fun. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have any issues with this film, but it's just kind of like, it was good. I enjoyed it, so I gave it an 8.
I think it's a nice movie. I initially gave this an 8, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give this a 7. It's a fine movie. It's fun and all, but I like the book a lot more. Not that takes away much from the movie. I think it's a good 7 out of 10.
Damn.
Okay.
There's that.
Sure, that's fair.
Yeah.
You liked it more
I
than-
liked it more than you. That's unexpected.
That's crazy.
Anyways, on to a movie
Oh.
that
Oh my god.
I'm excited to talk about
I am
this.
also excited to talk about
I have
this.
nothing. Like,
I
can
have
I
a
leave?
lot
Can
to
I
say.
leave now?
If you would.
So, the YouTube Red original Smash Summer Blockbuster of
Guys,
the year.
she made us watch a Logan Paul movie. What are we doing here?
Listen,
man?
can I just say, this is one of the movies that we decided these movies last night. So this was like,
Well, no, this has
heat of
been
the
on the list
minute.
for a while.
Yes, but
The
Can I
decision
just
to
say,
do it
can
for
I
this
just say
episode
something?
was last minute.
So Sam and Avery like came up with the idea to like recommend this movie, and the first thing they were like yelling at the top of their lungs, like, "Hey, don't look up the movie!" Don't look up the movie. And I didn't realize why until I saw it was Logan fucking Paul, and I was like, okay, because if I knew that it was Logan Paul, this is.
this is the only time I've ever asked Usman to write down his expectations for a movie because he knew nothing about the movie. Did you actually do that?
I mean, I have my expectations.
Okay.
No.
So
I
I
also
didn't
knew nothing
want-
except that Logan Paul was in it.
Yes, so we tried to keep that very
Yeah.
secret from Usman.
Can I just say, when I was watching the movie and like when I saw glimpses of it like before we started watching it, I was like, oh wait, I recognize this, and I got like flashbacks.
Really?
Because back when this movie released, it was all over YouTube. It was
That's
like a big
true.
deal. Like I
Yeah,
saw,
they were pushing it hard back.
They
in the
were,
day.
yeah. It was all, and like the idea of like, oh, high school test or you die, fail you die. That was like a big deal back
Yeah.
then, for some reason. They've made a bunch of these types of movies for some reason. There's a whole
Yeah.
subgenre of like
Like
fail this exam.
dystopian-
No, not
like,
dystopian. Like,
just-
fail this exam and you die. This is a
Really?
real thing. Yeah, there's a
What
whole
other movies where it's like
Yeah.
fail this test and you die?
I've seen.
Can you name one?
I couldn't name any, man. I've seen. Look, look. Sometimes I go on YouTube Shorts, and on YouTube Shorts they upload clips of movies, and some of these movies are just slop, and some of that slop includes fail this exam and you die. I don't know. Maybe it's a Saw movie or something.
Saw movie.
Aren't the Saw movies like that? Like you fail this thing and you die or something like that?
Well, it's more
kinda.
like you have to escape this trap or else you die, not do the
Yeah.
school exam. And if you're stupid,
How many
It's
letters
more
in
like
the alphabet?
like Squid Games, but for high schoolers.
Right. Like there is a Squid Game subgenre. Like there really
Yeah.
is. But
Yeah.
anyway, the tinning.
God.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, how do we?
You
Okay,
gotta do
your
your
expectations.
Yeah, let's do your expectations.
Well, okay,
first.
so we paired this up with Misery, and I thought that would be a good idea because for some reason, from the name The Tinning, it came off as like, oh, maybe it's about like a torture machine or something. And I gave the example of like, oh, the Belko experiment, like the movie The Belko Experiment, where there's these people in like an office building with chips in their brains, and if they don't do work, they blow the chip up and their faces explode. I was like, oh, maybe The Tinning is like a torture machine, and so both movies are about torture. It would make sense. this movie is not torture. It's watching it might be, but the movie itself is not torture. It's okay.
It's like psychological torture, maybe.
Yeah. No, so I don't like that was my expectation, but when I realized like, oh, this is the Logan Paul movie, that YouTube fucking movie, my expectations changed. So I was like, okay, I know what this is. This is that high school exam movie. The movie. Alex, what were your expectations?
I mean, okay. I only knew that Logan Paul was in it. I vaguely remember back in the day YouTube Red promoting a Logan Paul movie. I didn't know it was about it was about like if you fail this test then you die, and specifically for like population control reasons.
Yeah.
Like if you gave me 1,000 guesses as to why this movie was called The Thinning, I never would have guessed it was about population thinning.
Exactly.
I never would have guessed
Why
that.
the fuck is it called The Thinning? It makes
It was
no
population
sense.
thinning.
Yeah.
But I never would have
Genius.
thought that for the Logan Paul YouTube Red original movie.
YouTuber Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so
Logan Paul is really concerned with overpopulation and climate change.
Look at how pensive he is. He's like, oh. He's like, oh, period cramps. I hate it.
Women have it tough.
Women have it so tough. If you don't know, like, look at. Honestly, if you just search up The Thinning and then look for, like, the photos, there's this one photo of Logan Paul, and he's, like, down this, like, I don't know, I guess this ramp with, like, walls, and he's just, like, standing in the middle with, like, his arm against the wall, and he's like, God, I'm so mad right now, and I'm thinking so hard about life. And I'm not kidding. This is the face that Logan Paul has throughout the entire film. He has zero expression on his face. He's just always like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
it's
like you can't even be mad at him for being a bad actor because he's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like it's their fault for casting him.
Yeah.
Like what do you expect?
Oh, we can talk about the casting and not like
I actually
No.
Here we are. Hayden List is a real actress. She's actually been in
She's
shit.
like in
She's
Disney
been
Channel stuff.
and she's in Cobra Kai.
she's in Hubie Halloween.
She's in Hubie Halloween. She's in a
She's
movie
in
called
Diary
Then
of the
Came
Wimpy
You.
Kids, right?
Yeah. Jessie and Bunked is probably what she's
She's
most
in
known.
the Robert Pattinson 9/11 movie.
Is she really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I do genuinely like Hayden List as an
Look,
actress.
okay.
And there's also
I said this like
Well, she's also bad in this, but okay.
I don't think she's a bad actor. In this?
She's bad in this.
I don't
Everyone's
think
bad
so.
in
I
this.
feel like it's insane to cast Logan Paul in a movie which is about critiquing like the American system and stuff. I think that's the most bizarre thing you could possibly do, given that this guy at this point in his career was kind of the face of monster trucks, beer, bald eagle noises. It just doesn't work. I don't know, man. But okay, The Thinning. So The Thinning is like this, it's a movie that takes place sometime in the future. It's a
15 years, I think.
Does it say that in the
I
movie?
think so.
So 5 years from now?
Yeah,
6
5
years
years from now.
Wait, does it actually say that?
I think it says 15 years in the future.
Wow,
might
I
be
never
wrong.
caught
I don't
that.
know.
Okay. So there's a population problem and stuff in America, or well, not even America, just Texas. Texas is like,
It was
hey,
everywhere. The UN said you had to do this
Yeah.
because that's totally the
It just takes
power that
place
the
in
UN
Texas.
has.
They
But-
explain it. Some people have one child, and the U.S.
all right, okay, so
decided to
they
do the
explain this
thinning.
with like
A little
So,
toddler video.
when the movie starts. No. When the movie starts, there's like stock footage of just like people walking around in the bag and like the UN, and there's text on the screen being like, oh, "There's a population problem," and so there's a test called 106364. That's the code name, and it's actually called the thinning. And if you fail this test, we kill you. And every person has to do this test, like from kids to high schoolers and stuff like that. And they explain this through like this wall of text, as if this is like a super complicated like plot or something, and as if they don't repeat this 5 million times in the movie itself.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
how
I
do we talk
feel
about
like,
the movie?
I mean, honestly, like, I feel most people when they go into this film, I mean, I'm treating this as if this is like a real movie.
It's basically
But-
just a YouTube video.
Yeah,
It's a
but
YouTube
it's like,
video.
let's say that like someone was walking into the theater, they don't know too much about this. Like, I feel like
Theater.
also, I don't know, man. Guys, I'm treating this as if this is like a real film.
Thank
for a
you,
second,
Sam.
The
okay?
multiplex
Hold on.
release of the
No,
thinning, sorry,
but, like,
YouTuber
just-
Logan Paul.
Just thinking of this on like a very Guys,
No, go
just
on.
thinking of this.
If you look up the
as
movie,
if
it
it's
takes
like-
you to Logan Paul's YouTube channel. That's where you can watch it.
Wait, attending screenings near me. YouTube.com/Logan
It's
Paul.
on his channel, yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
you can
okay.
only watch it if you have a YouTube Red subscription.
Oh my
Doesn't even
God.
exist anymore.
YouTube Premium, whatever it is
Yeah.
now.
But no, what I was gonna say was like let's say that this is like an actual movie. Like, wouldn't it be much more interesting if like you just throw them in and not tell them immediately what's going on within the first 5 seconds? You know what I mean?
would be.
Like, I feel like it
Sure.
adds a little bit of suspense, but I feel like there are a lot of issues with this film just in that kind of like I don't know, the way that it delivers its plot, that it's kind of
Right.
like, I don't know.
It's like in Squid Game, they don't tell you right away. There's these games, and if you lose, then you
Exactly,
die.
yeah.
Like when you're watching it and you don't know that because you haven't like seen like trailers and people talk
Yeah.
about it, they're just like playing these games for money, and then you find out that they killed them.
Exactly.
There's a bit more suspense
That's-
there.
That ball of text just ruins it. all.
Exactly.
What's
Yeah.
the point? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, you do that if, like, maybe, like, a movie's too complex or you don't have
Yeah.
time to give exposition. But this movie has so much time, and
Exactly.
it wastes a lot of it.
Yeah, like, I feel like one issue I really have with this film is just the pacing, I guess. Because
Yeah.
it's a relatively short film.
I
And
don't feel it. but-
I actually felt like it was pretty, like, I didn't feel like it was,
Yeah.
like,
I
dragging.
didn't feel that way
It
for the first
dragged
one,
on
but
and
then...
on.
we
So Sam and I watched the second movie right after the first one, because I was
Oh
like,
my
you know what,
God.
you gotta finish the series, you start the story,
You're
you gotta
left
finish the
on a
story.
cliffhanger.
Yeah, exactly. Because the second one doesn't end on a cliffhanger. And so
Yeah,
we watched
that's true.
the second one, and it was so long.
It was
so,
really long.
So
like, this
long.
one, honestly, like, as much as I'm gonna critique it, like, it flew by for me.
Yeah.
Like, I
That's
didn't...
Honestly,
crazy.
same.
Yeah, like,
And
I...
For me, it flew by because I was like fucking.
Yeah, because it was funny.
I was making fun of it every 5 seconds. I just
Yeah.
wouldn't stop watching.
Yeah.
I
I
was
don't
like,
think it was funny at all.
No,
I
it
just
was.
had a
The
bad
movie
time.
wasn't funny.
No,
I,
no,
like,
I don't
like-
even think it was so bad. It's good. I was just miserable watching it.
Okay.
I was experiencing
Damn.
misery.
Well,
Whoa!
like, holy shit. No, but what I was gonna say is the issue with that though is because everything felt super rushed. Like when I was talking with Usman about this film yesterday, like last night after we had watched it, the one main issue I have with this is those like random romance like plot thrown in there, where it's like, okay, yeah, he has this like long-term girlfriend, but then she dies in the thinning, and now he's gonna go
She
like,
gets tanned.
and then you know
Tanned her.
he's like, you know, going
Tinners.
to fail the test, but then there's like this huge issue, and then he like sees the main girl. What's her name again? Lena. Him and Lena, you know, they meet up for like 5 seconds, and now
And
suddenly they're
immediately
making out.
start making out.
And it's like,
They
I
make
what I
out
was,
once at the end.
but they've known each
She
other
really-
for like an hour.
They had,
You know,
she
I-
had a crush
you know-
on him.
you know- no, but
he
I do
didn't
get what
even
you're
I
saying.
hate to say this,
crazy.
but this movie, like the concept of the movie, isn't that bad. Like for the
Yeah.
dystopian,
No, it is. It's really bad.
I
for-
no,
no, for the
I
dystopian-
like it.
For the
No.
dystopian genre, I get it. Okay, like they would make a movie like this in 2016 because that was like the vibe, right? Like that's just how it was. The movie like leans so far away from anything that might make it even slightly interesting, and it really, I don't know.
No, it just doesn't work. Like, I don't know how much I want to like actually critique the logic of this plot. Like,
No,
it
go
feels
on.
almost like futile because it's just like, who fucking cares? But
Let's
like,
talk about
it
this.
just makes no
Let's
sense. Like that,
entertain
there's
the possibility of this being released at like your nearest movie theater.
there's just no logic to that being how society is run. Like, I get it's like it's a dystopian thing, but there's no logic behind it. It straight up makes no
I
sense.
thought you were going to talk about like her escaping or anything, the logic behind that.
I
You
mean
went
that too,
straight
but
for
I
the-
just mean like the
Okay.
premise itself just is bullshit. I just feel like if you're gonna do eugenics, this is a very inefficient way of doing it. I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like the movie opens with this one kid who, okay, for those who listen to the How to Build a Better Boy episode, I'm once again going to rant about how this movie doesn't understand how math works.
Because the product rule.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I just can't figure out how to do the product rule to find the derivative. It's like, okay, at that point, he deserves to be thinned. You learned that like week 1 of calculus. It's the easiest fucking thing in the world.
And the product rule is like the easiest part.
It is. You should just kill that kid, honestly. But it's like the whole premise that like not understanding the product rule means like, okay, we'll just fucking kill you. It's so weird for so many reasons because like even if that kid like isn't good at math, if what you're evaluating is just general intelligence and killing all the fucking dumbasses, like there's other things he would be intelligent at that would still make him useful in society.
Exactly.
So the whole concept of this just doesn't make sense in any respect, no matter how you think about it. It's just complete nonsense. And all it's doing is like, you know, fear-mongering to children to be like, this is why you have to do good in school because bad shit's gonna happen if you fail this test.
You know what? Now that you bring that up, I never thought about the fear-mongering aspect of it. And I think that's a real thing.
That's what it's doing.
Because this is the movie.
Preying on, like, genuine fears of, like, bad things are gonna happen if I fail this test. Like, I can't get into college, my parents
whether it was
mad.
the intention or not, this movie was targeted towards kids. Because Logan Paul, like, kids watch Logan Paul.
There's a bunch of Disney actors.
Exactly. It's very much like for the kids, even though it's not a kids movie, it's very much for kids.
And Leah Marie Johnson.
Is it? I don't know.
It's like it's PG, right? It can't be anything.
Kids can watch.
I mean, kids can, but it's not like like a typical kids movie. You know, like
it's not for like little kids. It's
like
for
10, like preteens.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
And so you're right. There is a real like fear mongering thing to this, and like kids who are like so impressionable, they're gonna watch this and be like, God, if I don't learn calculus or functions, I'm gonna get killed.
Right,
it's
that was the
strange.
thought process behind that decision in writing the script. But when you think about it in terms of what makes sense in this world, like it makes no sense at all.
Like I feel like it was definitely kind of just hopping on the kind of dystopia like craze of that time, and especially like targeting kind of like that like preteen teen area. Of like the people that were watching Logan Paul at this point.
We were 12, right?
Yeah.
So.
Did you watch Logan Paul videos?
I didn't watch his videos. I watched his songs, and I watched.
I never watched a single Logan Paul or Jake Paul.
I watched the controversy video after.
We'll get to that.
So when you watched this movie, was it because you were like, "Oh, Logan Paul, I like that guy"?
I don't know why I watched this movie, actually.
Did you pay for YouTube Red so you could watch this movie?
I didn't pay for it, no. I actually don't know. I think I probably just watched it. I don't know, actually. I'm trying to think.
I know why I watched it.
This fucking bitch.
I think it was just like a... Excuse me? I guess I'll go kill myself then. Jesus. I think it was just like a big. Thinned. It was being promoted a lot, so I guess I just.
Avery, do you think you would get thinned?
Probably. Well,
she would so get thinned.
Okay, so
I did good in school. I'll have you know.
I know how to use the product rule to find the derivative.
Oh God, we're not.
See, they're gonna thin her. They're gonna do.
Let's talk about the thinning because
I know how many letters there are in the alphabet, Alex.
No one actually gets thinned. They're actually enslaved to make iPads.
They're gonna be iPad factory.
You're gonna eat this iPad factory.
In the second movie, which you do, basically,
I didn't watch it.
They reveal at the end. They reveal Ellie, who's there. Basically,
Logan Paul's girlfriend that got thinned.
Yes, all the people who get thinned basically become slave workers, essentially.
Making iPads.
Yeah, and then the second movie is about Logan Paul breaking out of there, basically.
Okay.
And then they do.
Sounds
Charles
awesome.
Melton is in the second movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Very unfortunate.
You know Charles. He's in Riverdale, and he's in.
I haven't seen Riverdale.
He's in good movies too, but I don't think you'd know those.
He's really good.
What's
in
his
May
name?
December.
Charles
He is not good in
Melton. He's in May December.
Have you not seen May December? It has Natalie Portman.
I know it has Natalie Portman. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I've seen this guy. Yeah.
I mean, you've seen the second movie, so you have.
I have, yeah.
But Alex, if you really hated the first, you would absolutely hate the second.
I have no intention of watching the second.
Good. Because you would think Alex would willingly. Like, I don't know what you rated the first one, but you would give the second one like a half star.
I'm expecting like a 1 out of 10.
We'll see.
I actually didn't mind this movie.
Okay.
Like, watching it,
I'm trying to think of something I liked about the movie.
I like some of the parts where the like red lights flash off and you see like it like the part where she's like walking out and then goes black and then she, she disappears. You know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, I do know what you mean. Yeah.
I think those things are cool.
I think it looked ugly.
I like Leah Marie Johnson. Leah Marie Johnson.
Let's talk about Leah Marie Johnson.
Oh my god!
For a second.
Do you know who that is?
Who did she play?
Ellie. She was on Kids React and Teens React. If you ever,
she's also a YouTuber.
She's
not a YouTuber. She was on she was on the React channel.
Yeah,
so
and then she became like an.
Do you know the React channel? Like,
I know of it. I never watched it.
The Fine Bros, yeah.
Okay, she became an actor / musician. Her music, one of my favorite songs in the entire world, is called DNA by her. Everyone, please go listen to this. Have you seen it? And the music video? Have you seen the music video? Oh my god, it's so good.
I was literally talking about this last night.
Really?
I was like, oh my god, this just unlocked a memory. I remember loving that song.
It's such a good song.
Yeah.
She has a really sad story, unfortunately, in Hollywood. Yeah. She had a rough upbringing. Did the whole spiral, and then like one of her music producers like assaulted her or something. But now she's happy, married. She made a video being like, "This is my story. Fuck Hollywood."
So true.
And now she's happy in England, married or something like that.
That's good.
Cool. Anyways. Good for her. That's great.
Anyways.
The one good thing to come out of the thinning.
Yeah.
She got her happy ending.
I love Leah Marie Johnson.
Yeah, no, she was on the Fine Bros and the React channel. I've never seen any of their videos, but I love how they treat their employees. I'm a big fan of that.
Okay. Yeah, like I feel like the thing with this film is that it kind of tries to balance the kind of like, oh, this is, just like a fun teen movie where there's a little bit of romance, a little bit of suspense, and like, there's nothing that, makes for more like, crazy romance and where like, stakes are high than like, oh, they're gonna die, there's a chance they're gonna die. While also being like, oh, but we also want to like kind of talk about like this political thing and like a possibility in the future. Not really, but like it feels like it doesn't really.
What's kind of interesting is Logan Paul being like, you know what, my dad doesn't want to break the system, so I'm just gonna go kill myself and see if he does anything about that. And I think that's kind of like an interesting angle that they could have honed in on a little bit, but they didn't. They didn't even try.
I was against the fact that it tried to say anything at all. Yeah, like you might as well just not have done that. Yeah, if you're gonna do it that badly.
There is something about nepotism and how all the well, I don't know if nepotism is the right word, but like where the parents are like in power or like people in power and their kids get benefits.
It's
from
just
it,
like about people in power. Yeah,
all the like powerful people kids passed even though they weren't supposed to and stuff like that. And I do think there is a truth to there is in society systems that are corrupt, I guess you could say like that. Yeah. That's my one actual
I feel like
related to today's world theme from this movie.
I feel like the issue with this film, though, is that, especially with the kind of strange romance, like, subplot that's kind of happening, I remember I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was like, I feel like they try to say something political, but then, like, they kind of focus more on, like, the teen romance that's going on, but then I thought about it, and I'm like, at the same time, there's, like, literally 3 scenes between these two, and then they're making out. And that's what I feel like the issue is with, like, the pacing. It feels like everything is happening so quickly, and it doesn't take enough time to actually develop any of its ideas, which like it's not trying to. Like that's kind of what I'm trying to say. Like it's supposed to be just kind of an easy watch, it's saying like, it's trying to say something and it has a little bit of romance, but it's like it's nothing really like substantial that you could be like, okay, this is exactly what this film is trying to say. It's more supposed to be kind of like a fun, easy watch that you can just...
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen The Hunger Games. I feel like maybe I'd like them, but putting that aside, I'm not a big fan of this whole, like, teen dystopian genre of films. I don't like any of the cliches that, these movies get into.
Because you guys haven't watched any of them. You haven't seen Hunger Games, you haven't seen Maze Runner, you saw the last one.
You haven't seen Divergent or like Insurgent, right? You haven't seen
because I
any
know
of
the
them.
tropes. I know, and they're so.
I actually think Hunger Games. I think you would actually like it because some of the themes of the Hunger Games.
Maybe I would
think it's very like.
My problem with
themes...
stuff like this is I like a dystopian, like, social commentary type thing, but when you do that mixed with the teen movie and like the tropes that come with that, the implication there is that like the biggest social problems that cause this dystopia are things related to like problems teens specifically go through, like failing to pass this test. And I feel like when you do that and you're speaking to teens and the things they're worried about, you're not actually saying anything meaningful about society if the extent of your commentary is, doesn't it suck how like tests are kind of, really stressful?
Yeah, like I was talking about this with this one last night, but I was saying like, yeah, there's this pattern of like all of these dystopian stories. It's always these like teen protagonists that are like just at like the peak of like, about to go into like adulthood, but they're still going through their like teenage like issues. And like as we were talking about the Hunger Games, like that's one dystopian like series that I will defend. Like I read all the books. I think the books are better than especially because they develop the characters a bit more and there is this emphasis on the characters themselves. But I feel like a lot of the kind of like tropes that you might find in these like teen dystopians, they feel kind of like forced into there, whereas I feel like with the Hunger Games, it's very intertwined with the characters and the overarching like story itself. Sure. And it feels purposeful. Like it doesn't feel like it's just thrown in there to be like, let's make these two make out real quick to like add a little bit of romance.
I get I don't know. I'm thinking of and looking at some dystopian films I like, and none of them are like teen movies.
Yeah, it's the teen ones.
Children of Men's a great film. I like Brazil. I like the Blade Runner movies are good. Fucking Terminator or something.
Yeah.
Like Snowpiercer. That's one of my favorites.
Right. Snowpiercer.
Yeah. Like it's also probably because we're not teens. Like we're not really the target audience, and I feel like those
Edge of Tomorrow
are.
Oh my god,
that's true.
That's a film. Tom Cruise.
I feel. I don't know.
Fucking Tom Cruise.
It's
great.
It feels. Yeah, I feel like it's also just because at that kind of like time, like in those like mid 2010s, like dystopian rush, it feels like there was just so many of them that it feels so formulaic at this point, especially like time having passed and like also just us getting older. It's like there's so many of these stories, it's like it just feels like the same every single time, and it's like, what's the point of writing another one?
There's nothing original about this movie.
And also Logan Paul.
Yeah. Even if Logan Paul wasn't in it, the movie would still be bad. But the fact that he's in it like turns it from a bad movie into a basically unwatchable movie.
Yeah,
he is so bad.
Really
it's
bad.
Shocking. Which it shouldn't be because he's a YouTuber. Like, you don't expect anything from him, and even then he like surpasses expectations in terms of just being bad.
Let's let Avery defend Logan Paul. Go on. Because you were gonna say that you liked him or something.
I liked the movie.
No, were you not gonna say that you liked his performance or something?
No.
Oh, you don't like his performance?
It's fine. I didn't think it was unwatchable.
It's really bad.
I've seen better.
It's so fucking bad. He doesn't know how to express
he punched a locker
emotion.
with some force. He ran down a hallway with speed.
Man. He literally at one point in the movie says, well, that just happened. He didn't even deliver that line well. He can't act, man.
No, in the last line of the second movie, which I can't believe we watched.
Willingly. I did not make them watch the second movie. They loved the first one so much, they watched the second one.
Like, we had finished the first one, and I'm like, okay. And then he's like, what if we watch the second one? And I'm like, you want to watch the second one? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, right now? He's like, sure, why not? And I'm like, okay.
I could have rewatched The Godfather.
Yeah. But we watched the second movie
I would
instead.
have happily rewatched The Godfather. I feel like watching it for some reason. It's a fun film. I believe in America.
God.
Come on, dude.
No, but the thing I was gonna say is
this movie makes me believe in America.
No, the thing I was gonna say about the second film is like the last the last line of the second film, or one of the last lines, like, you know, they're all in, like, this van, and, like, Logan Paul says, like, we have to stop them. But he says it in, like, the most, like, with no emotion. He just says, we have to stop them.
Right, no, so before that line, one of the characters is like, oh, wait, where are we going? And the guy says, we're going to war. And...
Wait, can you just play the clip?
No,
like, I don't think that works on a podcast.
No, I mean, like, after. But it's like, yeah, it's just bad.
It can be after. Anyways, final ratings, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Unless there's anything else.
Maybe there is, but I don't know. I don't care.
I don't even have like substantial notes. I have just like minor things. Like when they're getting ready to take the test and like the jock is like holding a football to show that he's a jock.
That's my throwing arm, man.
They just let him bring a football into the test.
You know, that would be funny if this movie was like a genuine like parody or something, but it's not. It's trying to be a serious movie.
A real movie.
And so it's just fucking stupid. Of course the jock would have the football.
I liked the little propaganda like cartoon movie they made for like the little kids who are being thinned because they're too stupid to know like what comes after J in the alphabet or something. And one of the lines is, boys and girls from all over the world came up with some very cool ways to eliminate 5% of the population annually.
I love Texas so much. It's great. So
dude, when they said Texas was the #1 state in the country for education, I just knew this was a science fiction film.
Fucking Texas.
Oh, God.
The governor of Texas would want to murder high schoolers.
Would he?
That is a very expected thing.
I don't know much about the governor of Texas, but you know.
I mean, he's probably a Republican, and they love when kids in school get killed.
This is true.
They're big fans of that.
Yeah. You know who's from Texas?
Oh.
Who?
Selena Gomez.
Okay.
Anyways, what's final ratings?
What's your rating, Alex?
If it's higher than a 3, I'll be happy.
Why would it be higher than a 3?
Right.
It's clearly not going to be higher than a 3.
It's going to be like a 2.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2 out of 10.
Okay.
Do I want to give it a 1 out of 10?
No, 2, and I'll take it.
I was trying so hard to give it a 1, but...
Yeah, fuck it. It's a 2 out of 10. I don't know. I don't have any good reason for giving it that extra 1 point.
Yeah.
Nevertheless.
I gave it 3. It would probably be closer to a 2.5, but that's not an option on Letterboxd. I don't know. It was a movie.
Yeah.
And it's also just because, like,
it had characters.
Yeah.
It had a plot.
Logan Paul being
really
one of them.
Barely. It had, like, the pedophile teacher.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Right, the pedophile teacher, yeah.
That was just so randomly put
That's
in
so
there.
science fiction, because that would never happen in real life.
Yeah, definitely not.
That's crazy.
Okay.
God.
Okay, that is, like, the one interesting idea in the movie. Because the idea in the movie is that the teacher is sleeping with students and promising them that if you do this, then like I can help you pass the test. And then he doesn't do that, and so they get let off to die. And that idea is something that can't happen in real life, because the whole idea is that like they would die so they can't like report him. So he's like always able to get away with it every time. And that's an interesting idea. And then he just, like, doesn't, like, show up again until, like, one scene later on. And it's nothing to do with any of that. So what's the point?
It's a lot of, like...
It's odd.
Yeah. No,
that's... It almost happens for no reason.
It happens for literally no reason. They almost could have done something somewhat interesting. And they were like, nah.
Yeah. Let's get the shirt off Logan Paul.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to take his shirt off.
Also, Leah Marie Johnson, you know, like, bless her, but, like, all her scenes in this movie and the second movie are just her making out with Logan. Exactly. That's all she's there for, and it's so
dry humping in the car.
Right, they're swimming or something. Also, he fucking dies when he falls into the swimming pool for some reason. This fucking guy, he falls off the vents and he falls into the pool and he dies for some reason. Well, what the fuck is going on?
It was just so that Lena could give him CPR. That's the only reason.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh, are you gonna be a gentleman and not look back?" Oh my god, I looked. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, this is exactly what 14-year-olds would do. Like that's the problem, and I just.
Yeah.
Are they 14?
There's no way they're
No,
14.
they're
They might look like 15.
Logan Paul looks like he's 30.
Logan Paul looks like a grown man.
He's a grown man.
14-year-olds did not look like that when I went to school. They did. Fuck, man.
Wait. What the fuck was
What
that?
does that mean?
You just admitted to pedophilia.
No! Like if I was in the fucking middle school.
No, wait, no. No,
Like back when I was 14, if they looked hot like Logan Paul, then that would have been much better.
But no, that doesn't work because when you were 14, you
Yeah.
also looked like a 14-year-old.
Yes.
Right? And so naturally you would, I assume, find other 14-year-olds attractive,
Not
right?
at my school.
Because none of them look like Logan Paul.
None of them had abs.
This is the evil of Disney Channel and all this shit is that it puts too high of an expectation on high schoolers.
If the
You're
guy...
like, if the people in my fucking algebra class don't look like Logan Paul,
Exactly.
then that means I am cursed to be around these fucking uggos, and it sucks.
If the guy is like a tall, muscular, blonde man, then
Yeah.
I won't like
That's
it.
what everybody should look like, and I
Yeah.
am personally cursed by the fact that there's no Logan Paul at my school.
Because the Disney smash hit How to Build a Better Boy implies that the better boy is this blonde, white, muscular man.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It's the perfect
That is
man.
the bare minimum of what a guy should look like in high school.
We have 21-year-old Avery saying that I wish the 14-year-olds looked like Logan Paul.
Okay. Oh my god. Back when I was in whatever. Oh my god, man. Jack Hughes is off the table now.
She's still obsessed with this.
We weren't even talking about that.
What's your rating? What's your rating?
Oh, 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gave it a 6. I like this movie. I would watch it again. It's like a vibe you'd watch with friends.
What's your criteria for liking a movie?
It's just a fun watch.
A hot shirtless guy. That's her criteria every time.
I want to like be serious. Why did you like The Godfather only to like a 6 out of 10? Like what got you to a 6? Why not like a 4? Why not a 3?
It's the same rating.
Okay, so anything below a 5 I dislike.
Sure.
5 is like indifferent. Like I
Okay,
didn't
so
like
why
it
is
or
Godfather a
dislike
6
it.
and not a 4?
I liked The Godfather.
What did you like about it?
I liked the main thing that I liked was Michael's arc and how he went from like I don't want to be part of the business, I'm different, to him falling down that route. I think that was a very good character arc.
Yeah.
So I liked that of the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't love it.
Because it's not your genre.
It's not my genre. It's not
Too
like
long.
a perfect movie, but I didn't.
Well,
It is.
For me, I'm not like this is a masterpiece. There's parts of it, yeah. So I liked it. I didn't love it. I
Okay.
didn't hate it. I'm not indifferent, so I liked it.
Cool.
So I have it as a 6.
Sure. Okay. With the 10ing.
This movie, I didn't dislike it. I was going into it maybe like, oh, maybe this is like a thing that maybe I liked a lot
You know
more
how
as
you
a
just
kid.
mentioned that you liked Michael's arc and The Godfather and stuff like that? Talking about the 10ing, what did you like about this movie in that sense? Not just like, oh, fun watch,
Like an
Logan
arc?
Paul. Like, and not
Just
an arc, but like
anything.
any element of the film that you liked.
I like the fact that Lena has to kind of carry the family because her mom's sick and she's taking care of all of her kids. Her siblings, sorry. There was one part in the movie where I did get a little emotional when
No,
genuinely,
No.
genuinely
What
when they're all released and you see the two parents crying because they realize their kid is dead. Do you not know?
Yeah,
They
I
like
know what you're
hug.
talking about,
Yeah, that was sad.
Like when they get really.
It's so sad when they got thin. I cried.
There are like
I
for me,
cried
like,
watching the YouTube Red original movie The
Okay.
Thinning with Logan Paul.
But there are like it's fun. It's like an action movie. It's got like it's like a fun watch for me. Like I'd watch it again. I didn't love
Is any of
it.
the
I didn't
action
hate
well
it.
done? We didn't talk about all of the action is just Logan Paul beating people with sticks.
He's
That's
beating
all the
they're, like,
action.
people
they're
from
basically
the smash hit dickhead Michael Mann movie.
They're on, in a way, not a heist mission, but like a stealth mission. They're like climbing up in the vents and shit. It's a fun watch. It's like a fun escape heist stealth mission thing with some fun action and some
But this
Sure.
is a fun
Concept.
action.
Whatever.
There's so many movies with fun action, good action. I know you hate it when I give this example, but the Mission Impossible movies have fun, good action that you can watch, right? Do you not?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Would you put that on the same level as The Thinning?
But like with the mission, my critique with the Mission Impossible movies is that there's so like, because they're like, here's the mission, you have to do this, and you don't like grasp any of that.
I'm
fully.
talking about the action, just the action.
Yeah, but okay, what I'm saying is when I like review a Mission Impossible movie versus this movie, the Mission Impossible, it's like an action movie. Yes, the action scenes are fun to watch. They're cool things. When Tom Cruise hangs from a plane or a building or whatnot, that's great. Cool. But there's parts of those movies that bring the rating down because it's hard to grasp at times. Or there's things where it goes by too quickly. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So she likes the fact that it's so bad she doesn't have to think about it.
Is that what you
Right?
like about it?
It's a fun watch. Like, I don't know. It's just fun. I can't describe it other than that. I had a good old time watching it.
Okay, so
Had a grand old time.
you had fun because like you have to like it's like a brain dead movie, right? Like you just turn your brain off.
Sure.
That's why you like the movie.
Sure.
You know what? Fair enough. Fuck
I mean,
it.
yeah, that's fair enough then. All right. I
No.
personally don't like brain dead movies.
I like some brain dead movies, but I can usually justify the things in them that I do
What's a
like.
brain dead movie you like?
George of the Jungle. Which I also like because of the fact that it has shirtless Brendan Fraser, but
You're just as bad as her.
but it's also fun, and I can justify the fun things in it.
Okay, well, oh, connections, right?
Connections.
I actually wrote one down. Hold on, people. Okay. There's a scene in Misery where Annie is like, she's like burning, or she's like, please burn this book, his like book, because they're swearing. And the line she says before she hands him the match is "Help me help you," which is a song titled Logan Paul
That
song.
is a song. I have heard that song. He's wearing a minion suit.
He is.
Yes, sir.
It's a
The
little
Logan Paul song?
help me help you.
Girl, what you trying to do? Cause I don't
Oh
got
my
a clue.
God.
Wait,
No,
before-
I ain't
You know
no
what?
Scooby-Doo.
That is a really
Help
good
me,
connection. I'll
help
give you
me.
that.
You know what?
That's
Before we even
crazy.
talk about any of this bullshit, let's talk about why the third Tinning movie does not exist. The second Tinning movie
okay.
ends on a cliffhanger, which
Right.
like,
I
this
just
movie.
want to say real quick.
Sure. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This movie was meant to be a trilogy, and the reason it's not a trilogy is because Logan Paul went to Japan and filmed a dead body in the suicide forest, and he uploaded that on YouTube. Oh, I'm sorry. Like he filmed the dead body. He reacted to it on camera. He went back home.
He fake cried.
He
looking
fake
at
cried.
the dead
He
body.
went back home. He edited the footage and he uploaded that on YouTube. Like he thought that was okay to put, and he made
This
that.
is gonna do fire. That's never good. It's gonna blow up.
But yeah, so
He
that
is-
got him in troubled waters.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, and then he did a whole apology and stuff, and that's why the third Tinning movie doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because they did want to.
I
be
love
a
how
sequel.
you're saying this as if it's like a fun fact that like nobody knows about, but I feel like
And
this is
everyone
something
knew
that-
that.
No,
Even
no, no.
Alex
But
knows
it-
that
I knew about
shit.
that.
It's just
yeah.
funny to mention
It
how
is.
stupid.
Well, that
was.
incident happened before the second one came out, and they like indefinitely delayed the release of it. And they were like, you know what? I know the fans are demanding the Thinning too, so we're just gonna release it.
What?
Damn.
It had fans. This is one of them right here.
I guess.
Come on, man.
Oh my god.
You know, I remember like learning about like the Logan and Jake Paul stuff and thinking like, this is such like unappealing content. Like, who could ever like just watch these videos? Like, who is this for? And I finally met someone.
I
who this
didn't
is
watch
for.
their videos.
No, but you're like not repulsed by them. You like saw some stuff with them, and you were like, that's
I
pretty
saw
good.
their It's Every Day, bro, with that Disney Channel.
I
flow.
listen to that like in an ironic way. Like it's like, oh, this is so fucking stupid. I'll listen to it. But like,
Did you like that song genuinely? You're like, that's going
It's
kind of
like,
hard.
you know when you, it's like, you know, like 100, do you know what who 100 Gex is?
Do you think
Yeah,
Alex?
yeah.
You know 100
Gex?
Gex? Yo, that's crazy.
I think, because through me.
No, I knew them before.
Okay.
Yo.
You know when you listen to a song first ironically, and then you listen to it so many times that you're like, okay, this is kind of good.
Okay.
Well,
It's like that. It's like 100 Gex. Like, I genuinely
I'm
like
gonna admit, I think I have
but
like
100 Gex is actually good. Like they're, you know.
Alex likes 100
Oh my
Gex.
God!
I don't listen to them much.
Do you like
but,
Money
And you
Machine?
like Glaved?
Huh?
You like Glaive as well? That one
No.
Glaive song I
The
showed
one you made me
Do you like
listen to, I
Money
thought was
Machine by
okay.
100 Gex?
I love Money Machine.
Oh my
I know
God.
that one, yeah.
God.
But that's
So
different
good.
from Jake
Hey,
Paul.
little piss baby. Sorry.
No, the problem is,
He's
I
so
think
fucking
I'm gonna be honest.
cool.
I think I have like a vendetta against Jake Paul and Logan Paul. So
Yeah.
there's that.
I just remember in like 6th grade, we were like, I was out in like recess or something, and like all of like the 6th graders were together, and this kid was going around asking everyone, "Oh, are you a fan of Jake Paul or Logan Paul?" And like I said, I don't watch either of them, and he's like, "Just pick one, dude. I'm trying to decide." And I was like, "Oh, Logan," and he's like, "Okay, good. Logan for life."
Fucking Logan. I don't know. Like, I don't see the appeal in watching just some rich just fucking around, breaking plates, or whatever the fuck he did.
Terrorizing people,
Just
watching people hang to
terrorizing
death.
people for no reason. Like
Yeah,
I
he
don't
does
get
do
it. I
that.
don't understand the appeal. But you know, if you're into that, then
Beating up elderly men.
what?
That's a thing they did.
I
Right.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Anyways,
Boxing
connections,
thing.
connections, guys.
We just got a connection. Help me help you.
Well, yeah, but like that's
Okay,
only
the
one we
actual
have.
theme
Yeah.
of the movie.
What's the thing about?
The thinning is about a group of people who have to take this test, and they have to perform well on it or else they'll be killed. And in Misery, Paul is forced to write this book, and he has to
Well.
perform to Annie's expectations of what the book should be.
Mhm.
And if he doesn't live up to that, then she would probably
He'll
kill
get
him.
tinned.
He'll get thinned, yeah.
There
This
we
is
go.
You don't want to get tinned by
So
the
true.
tinners. That's what I always say.
Yeah. You don't want Annie Wilkes to thin you.
I love the tinning so much. I hope they make a sequel.
They did.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure
Is
lucky
that? Do we have
did.
anything else to say about Logan Paul or YouTube Red?
God.
The
Please
Tinning?
never make us watch a Logan Paul movie again.
Okay.
I think he's only done the 2.
Thank
So you
God.
guys have seen
No.
his
We're
entire
gonna draw a
discography.
line. We're not watching a YouTube movie ever again.
I don't
That's
think
not-
I know
Any
any
YouTube
other
movie.
YouTube movies. It's the only one that
Because I
think
can't
would
believe
ever
I saw
make.
the YouTube Red logo on my screen. Like that was actually insane. In
That's
2025.
messed up.
2025.
Um, but yeah, thank you.
Oh, Logan Paul is in airplane mode. Have you seen? I've heard of that
I
one.
don't.
What the
Mostly
fuck?
because I know the poster. Because it's like the poster for airplane, but it's dabbing.
Oh, I've seen that
Yeah.
poster. Right.
Yeah.
God, I love the dab so much.
Okay.
He's
Anyways,
actually quite a
Are
few
you guys a
movies.
fan? Were you guys a fan of the
Valley
mannequin
Girl.
challenge? The mannequin challenge.
Never.
yes.
Avery,
Me and my friends used to do that.
Yeah,
Avery, did you take part in the mannequin challenge?
I did.
That's so.
Yeah.
Alex,
Space
did you take part in the
between-
mannequin challenge?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Butterfly.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Reeled In. Comment if you are a hashtag.
If you made it this far,
Logan
comment
or
hashtag
Gang
Logang
Ball.
for life.
What was his thing? It was like something
Team
with
10.
a bird.
Logang, Maverick,
Maverick.
Wasn't Maverick?
Logan Paul.
Logan?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Well, then
Jake
what was
Paul
Jake?
was Team 10.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Team
Oh,
10,
yeah,
bitch.
his-
Who the
If you
hell
made
is flipping you?
if you made it this far, comment down hashtag Logang for life.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
No, do it.
Okay, so it's December now, and we're approaching the end of the year. So exciting times. It's winter, it's snowy, it's Christmas, all of that,
Disgusting.
and we're watching Logan Paul movies.
Great way to start the
holidays.
month. Yeah, great way
Yeah.
to start the holidays.
Yeah.
With Logan Paul.
With Logan
Um,
Paul.
To all students listening, I hope you all do.
Oh
well on
yeah,
your
good luck.
exams.
I hope you all fail and get thin.
I hope you all get thin.
If you
Don't
fail
get
your
thin,
exams,
guys.
you'll
Yeah,
get 10.
yeah,
So
guys.
please try not to fail
Go
your
on.
exams.
You gotta
And
lock in.
yeah,
This
you
is
gotta
your
lock
this
in.
is your sign to lock in. Right
Hashtag avoid the tinning.
now. Hashtag Logan.
Hashtag
Hashtag
Logan for
Logan
life.
for
And
life.
yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Right.
And as always, stay fresh.
Bye.
Bye-bye.